Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the one and only Tribal Warrior YouTube channel. And in today's video, we are about to conclude 2025. What a crazy year for the WWE. Now, before I get into it more, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for not uploading in the past week. Usually I upload a video every single week here on the channel, but there's been so much going on. And if you check the community section, there would have been a little announcement there saying why I didn't upload. So just sorry about that delay, but we're here. We are ready and we are going to obviously make another video here today. So sorry I couldn't upload, but it's just basically like a Michael Cole missing a WWE show. Like, he rarely does it, so I rarely, miss an upload. So because of that, I'm back here the day after. Very sorry. So let's actually get into today's video, okay? So in today's video, as you see by the thumbnail and as you see by the title, we will be taking a look at my 2025 WWE review. So we will be reviewing the entire year of the WWE. We'll be talking about Match of the Year, PLE of the Year, Superstar of the Year, moments that took place in 2025 as well. And we also will take a little touch on what I thought was going to happen in 2025. You see, last year, at the end of 2024, I wrote down on a little notebook right beside me a bunch of predictions for 2025. And I'll tell you, some are, correct and some are way off. So we'll get into that a bit later. But for now, let's get in today's video. We are going to go through Match of the Year, PLE of the Year, Moment of the Year, Return of the Year, NXT Star of the Year. We're going to go through the, 4 major premium live events as well. We're just going to talk about, 2025. It was honestly a crazy year. So let's just get into the video. Kicking things off with the 2025 WWE Match of the Year. And in today's video, everything will be based off the WWE. We won't be doing any AEW Match of the Year or anything. Just, just to make that clear, as we usually do. But I'm just saying this is just WWE based, okay? So 2025 WWE Match of the Year, okay? So these are my picks, my nominees, my winners. These aren't based off anyone online. These are fully my opinion based, okay? So if you don't agree with me, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Let them down in the comments down below. Put them in the comments. I would love to hear every one of you, and I will try to respond to every comment as well. So 2025 WWE Match of the Year. So obviously you see the couple of ones in front of you there. You have the nominees are, as I should say, Chad Gable versus El Hijo del Vikingo at the first WWE Worlds Collide on June 7th, 2025. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at WWE Elimination Chamber on March 1st, 2025. A 6-team tables, ladders, and chairs match, a TLC match at the night 2 of SummerSlam. So it was DIY, which was Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus Rey Fenix and Andrade versus Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin versus Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis, and against the tag team champions Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. What an insane match on August 3rd, 2025. And John Cena versus AJ Styles on October 11th in Perth on Crown Jewel. So 4 insane matches. But which one was the match of the year? Okay. So right now, I think at the time we're making today's video, the WWE are doing a live stream on their channel of 2025 WWE Match of the Years, the best of 2025, and they're showing a bunch of good matches from this year. And I was actually watching it, and they were so good. Like, there's so many good matches to choose from. Obviously, there has to be only one match of the year, And in my opinion, the winner of a match of the year 2025 goes to Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in an unsanctioned match at Elimination Chamber on March 1st, 2025. That is my match of the year. What a great way to start things off in today's video by talking about match of the year. They were so tremendous, especially this match too. It was insane. We had barbed wire chairs. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were landing on top of chairs with insane moves. Also, if you remember the return of Randy Orton in that match, and this match was just so good, and it really deserves to be match of the year. The minute that match finished back in March, I was like, oh yeah, this is match of the year contender, and it really truly has been. Now, I'm not saying the other matches are bad, just this one was the best of 2025. So next up on the list is the 2025 WWE Premium Live Event of the year. So just like match of the year, there was well, I was actually about to say there's so many good contenders, but when you think about it, there was only like 2 or 3 good shows. And honestly, a lot of people hated on a lot of these shows as well. You would always think that WrestleMania is a contender, but honestly, in fairness, WrestleMania this year wasn't that good. There were some other shows that we went into with huge anticipation, but ended up being really horrible. For example, WrestlePalooza, worst PLE of the year. So I have 4 nominees here, so let's just get into them, okay? So the nominees are WWE Elimination Chamber on March 1st in Toronto, Canada. Evolution 2 on July 13th in Atlanta, Georgia. WWE SummerSlam Night 2 on August 3rd in New Jersey. And WWE Crown Jewel Perth on October 11th in Australia. So those are the 4, PLEs that stood out to me in 2025. They were the only really good ones. Where match of the year, there were so many good matches that took place, I just couldn't fit them all into today's video. Where PLE, yeah, I can definitely fit them in to today's video, because there's honestly, not that much of a selection. However, there was 2 or 3 shows that really did stand out to me, and a lot of people as well. So, with that being said, my PLE of the year 2025 is Elimination Chamber on March 1st in Canada. This show was amazing. Both of those Elimination Chamber matches were amazing. That John Cena heel turn took place on that show. One of the most historic and memorable moments in history took place on that show. A shocking moment. By the way, like I just said seconds ago, my match of the year took place on Elimination Chamber. So it was just so tremendous. It was amazing. So Elimination Chamber. And by the way, I don't think this is just my PLE of the year, or sorry, yeah, it is PLE of the year. I don't think I'm the only one saying this is my PLE of the year, because there's so many people saying that this is their PLE of the year as well. It's just so good. And the only bad thing about this show was, that Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. But then again, that wasn't even that bad. It would have been better if, it was Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. But yeah, that is my PLE of the year. We had Elimination Chamber. Now, we're not done talking about PLEs yet. Now, like I said, we are going to continue talking about premium live events for a quick second, because earlier this year, I uploaded a video in July. It was titled Ranking WWE PLEs from January to July. And I had a little tier list like this, but now it's updated and it's all the PLEs of 2025. So obviously, you can't see the full picture because, the little graphic isn't big enough, but you there see on the left hand side there is 4 categories. You have the 5 stars. There's meant to be 5 stars there. It's just that you don't actually see it because it's kind of cut out a bit. But then you have the So the 5 stars is about, yeah, absolutely amazing. PLE of the year contenders, amazing, electrifying. Okay. Then you have the great section, is where, yeah, they were good. I've nothing to hate on it. Maybe one or two matches weren't the best. Then you have It's Okay. It's not the most memorable show ever, but it was okay. And then you have Dog Water. Absolutely horrible. I never want to see or hear of this premium live event again, okay? So in the 5 star section, we had Elimination Chamber and Evolution 2. In the great section, we had the Royal Rumble, both nights of SummerSlam, WrestleMania Night 2, Crown Jewel, and Survivor Series War Games. In the It's Okay section, I have Nights of Champions, Worlds Collide, the first one, Money in the Bank, WWE Backlash, Clash in Paris, and WrestleMania Night 1. And then in the horrible section, we had WrestlePalooza, because it was just disgusting. Did not like that at all. But yeah, that's it. Talking about PLEs there. I just wanted to mention that for a quick second. We had the video from January to July, so I might as well update it now. So kind of a little full circle moment. So our next category is Return of the Year. There were so many great returns in 2025, and my Return of the Year might actually shock you. So let's just quickly get into the nominees quickly, because there is a lot of them, okay? So we had The Rock on January 6th on Monday Night Raw. Alexa Bliss on the 2025 edition of the Women's Royal Rumble on February 1st, 2025. Sorry, I was trying to read there and I was reading a different date. We also had Charlotte Flair and Nikki Bella in the Women's Royal Rumble. Jade Cargill in the 2025 WWE Elimination Chamber PLE on March 1st. Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 41. Rusev on the Raw after Mania. Aleister Black on the April 25th edition of Friday Night SmackDown. R-Truth on June 7th, 2025 at the Money in the Bank show after the hashtag We Want Truth movement, which was actually insane. Goldberg on Raw on June 16th. Brock Lesnar on August 2nd, 2025 on night 2 of SummerSlam. AJ Lee on September 5th on SmackDown. Ilya Dragunov on October 17th on SmackDown. Zack Ryder in the Last Time Is Now tournament on SmackDown on November 15th, and then on November 17th in the Last Time Is Now tournament, Dolph Ziggler. Okay, so many returns this year. We obviously only have to choose one though. Which one was my Return of the Year? So like I said, my return might actually shock you, because a lot of people are going for AJ Lee. We want AJ Lee. However, I did not choose AJ Lee for my Return of the Year, because my Return of the Year is Alexa Bliss. So that might shock a couple of people, because Alexa, she returned February at the Royal Rumble. And yeah, you guys probably are shocked, because everyone is saying AJ Lee, return of the year, moment of the year, star of the year, everything. But no, I am not, because AJ Lee's return was kind of, in some words, predictable. I was making videos before she actually returned saying, oh my god, it is happening. We kind of suspected it. And I guess it is a major, shocking return. Yeah, like, it was big. However, Alexa Bliss's return, there was a couple of rumors the week before, because, there's always rumors about someone returning at the Royal Rumble. And there was rumors about Alexa returning. However, those rumors were shut down, because like a week after the rumors started, there was more rumors saying Alexa didn't want to return because her WWE crew, like her staff or whatever, whoever works for Alexa Bliss, saying that no, Alexa's not going to return because she wants a better, like, pay scheme or something. And everyone was saying, oh yeah, there's zero chance of Alexa returning. and she returned. I think it was entry number 21. I literally have no clue. I was just trying to remember that, but I don't think it was. But yeah, she returned in the Royal Rumble, an absolute shocking moment. And in the moment when she returned, yeah, I was like, don't listen to anything you hear online, because that was really one of those moments. Don't listen to anything you hear online, because that was insane. That was crazy, because everyone thought she wasn't going to return, and then she did return, where AJ Lee everyone kind of predicted that she was going to return. So I don't know, let me know your thoughts on that. But my return of the year is Alexa Bliss. Up next, the moment of the year. What was the biggest moment of 2025? So the nominees are the AJ Lee return to the WWE after 10 long years on September 5th on SmackDown. John Cena wins a record-breaking 17-time World Championship. Jey Uso shockingly wins the 2025 Royal Rumble in Indianapolis. John Cena turns heel for the first time ever at Elimination Chamber alongside The Rock and Travis Scott. And R-Truth returns to the WWE after being released days earlier on June 7th at Money in the Bank after the WWE Universe protested in the We Want Truth movement to have him return. And once again, a lot of people are saying that AJ Lee deserves a moment of the year. And once again, I say no, because my moment of the year was the John Cena heel turn. Now, there was a bit of speculation of him, what if he turned heel in 2025 in his last year ever? And in my opinion, I didn't see it coming. I didn't think the WWE would do that. And then Elimination Chamber, once again, Elimination Chamber, an amazing show. And it happened. They did it. You see that picture there at the top right of your screen. John Cena turning heel on Cody Rhodes, the biggest moment probably in history. Now, the only bad thing about his heel turn is that he was alongside Travis Scott, which honestly, just, I don't know, it kind of ruined the vibe. Like, why is Travis Scott smoking, by the way, in the background? So, just, insane stuff. But John Cena heel turn 2025 was just my moment of the year. It was crazy stuff. Like, Cody Rhodes as well, he played a big part in it. He was trying to get out of The Rock's offer. Of course, The Rock tried to tell Cody to sell his soul to him. Still confusing what that means. But Cody said, hey Rock, go F yourself. If you go check my video out on my Elimination Chamber review, my Aftershock, it was literally insane stuff. Just go F yourself. Then Cena, he hugged Cody, then he made a face at The Rock, like the heel face, and then he low blowed him, and it was insanity. And then Travis Scott tried to punch Cody Rhodes, which, when I say tried, I mean he did. Full force, real punch him, and that was just holy black eye. It was insane. But yeah, that was my moment of the year. So let's step away from the action for a little bit and talk about the male and female and NXT Stars of the Year. So we're not going to be talking about matches, premium live events. We're going to be talking about the actual superstars now, okay? So who was the male WWE superstar of 2025? So the nominees are John Cena, insane this year, of course, unfortunately retired. He became a record-breaking 17-time world champion and a Grand Slam champion by winning the Intercontinental Championship. He also retired on December 13th against Gunther. Jey Uso, whoa, he is definitely not my male superstar of the year. However, I have to put him in here because he's definitely a contender. So he got a major push as he won the 2025 Royal Rumble in Indianapolis and became the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania 41. I'm done talking about Jey Uso. Never talking about him again. LA Knight, most matches in the WWE in 2025, performing perfectly each week and loved by the WWE Universe. Braun Breaker, another major push. He joined the Vision, he took out Seth Rollins and had an amazing 2025 as he's the future of pro wrestling. Seth Rollins, he won the main event of WrestleMania against Roman Reigns and CM Punk, set up the biggest faction of the year, won the Money in the Bank and successfully cashed it in. But who was my superstar of the year? So obviously you see Braun Breaker there staring you down, bang on in the center. However, he isn't my superstar of the year. And by the way, sorry to Jey Uso and LA Knight, who's kind of cut off on the side of the ring. Side of the graphic. But yeah, my superstar of the year is going to be John Cena. Of course, I'm not saying that because I'm biased to John Cena because he's the GOAT or whatever. I'm saying it because he really truly had a great year. He obviously went out on his own terms, retiring. He had a great year. Some amazing matches against AJ Styles. Remember that match against at Crown Jewel? He a great match against Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. It was just an amazing year for him, and he didn't really do anything bad this year. And his heel turn, yeah, I guess you know, it was good in the moment, but after it wasn't so good. So WrestlePalooza was horrible for him as well. However, I think he had a strong year other than that. So my male superstar of the year is John Cena. Wow, look at the talent here in front of you. So my female superstar of the year. So the nominees are Roxanne Perez from NXT to the Judgment Day, showing how amazing she is each week. Stephanie Vaquer became the Women's World Champion with standout performances. Io Sky had a potential match of the year at Evolution and continued her legacy as one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Naomi, what a great year for her. And the other superstar, Rhea Ripley. Who is my match of the year? Oh, why did I say match of the year? I'm going to say female superstar of the year. Why am I still thinking of match of the year? But yeah, female superstar of the year is... She actually isn't even on the picture in front of you. I don't even know why I accidentally done that. But she's none other than Naomi. Naomi had an amazing 2025. Of course, her heel turn to that feud with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. That match against Jade at Evolution was electrifying. She was pregnant while wrestling that match, by the way. She won the Women's World Championship by cashing in her Money in the Bank. An amazing, amazing moment. Unfortunately, she obviously had to relinquish the title due to pregnancy. But what an amazing year for Naomi. Of course, she didn't get to finish off 2025 as she liked to. Now, obviously, she's pregnant. I'm sure she's happy about that. It's just that she's obviously not wrestling, obviously, for the rest of 2025 because she is pregnant. And you can't wrestle while you're pregnant. That's kind of obvious. But because she didn't wrestle the rest of 2025, if I did have to choose someone else, it would probably be Io Sky because she's just a phenomenal wrestler. But my official female superstar of the year is Naomi. She's just everything, and she was so good, and I cannot wait until her return because maybe her return could be return of 2026. So now, my NXT Superstar of the Year. So this is including women and men from NXT. And sorry to Obafemi and Miles Bourne for being cropped out of that picture there. Okay? So the nominees are Ethan Page, Jovan Evans, Obafemi, JC Jane, Lola Vice, and Miles Bourne. So I would have said Ethan Page because he's had an incredible year with Chelsea Green and that North American Championship, and actually one half of the Triple M Mixed Tag Team Champions. However, my NXT Superstar of the Year has to be the bouncy boy, Jovan Evans, the young OG, young as in 21 years old, an amazing, amazing talent, not just performing on NXT, but he's all over the world. He's on Raw, on SmackDown, obviously NXT. He had a match on Johnny Cena's final show with Leon Slater on December 13th at Saturday Night's Main Event. He's doing amazing work in Triple A as well. Such good performances, and he really truly is the future of the WWE. Breakout performances each and every week. So that is my NXT Superstar of the Year. So we're not done with the video yet. However, it is the end of my awards, you could say. You know, the match of the year, the PLE, all of those. We're finished talking about those. Okay, so just a little recap. My match of the year was Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. My PLE of the year was Elimination Chamber. My return of the year was Alexa Bliss at the Royal Rumble. My moment of the year was John Cena's heel turn. My male superstar of the year was John Cena. My female superstar of the year was Naomi. Of course, like we just talked about, my NXT star of the year was the bouncy young OG Javon Evans. So many moments from 2025. We had the Royal Rumble. So we had the winners of the Royal Rumble, which was Charlotte Flair and Jey Uso. We had the Elimination Chamber. John Cena and Bianca Belair won that. An underrated show, we had Naomi and Seth Rollins win the Money in the Bank contracts. And we had Team Rhea Ripley, which was AJ Lee, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, win at War Games. We also had Team Vision, which was Brock Lesnar, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre, win at War Games. So there were just your stipulated PLE matches. Of course, the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank, and War Games. Some great matches. They're all honestly amazing. While we're on it, stipulated matches, can we just talk about the TLC match, the tables, ladders, and chairs match for the tag team titles at SummerSlam? That was just amazing. What an amazing, amazing match. And it was just so good. Another thing that took place in 2025 that I wanted to mention was the WWE and Netflix deal. Oh my god, I'm so grateful for this. Because if we didn't have the Netflix deal, I probably wouldn't even be making these videos because I wouldn't be watching the PLEs. Because here in the UK, we would watch the PLEs. I would watch the PLEs anyways on TNT Sports, which is basically like a local sports station which provides all the sports, all the entertainment. So I would watch the WWE off of that. However, they would have a box office section, so you would have to pay €30, which is the same thing ESPN is doing right now for every single WWE Premium Live event. So spending £30 is literally insane. £30, €30, $30, 30 pesos. I don't know what they're the equivalent to. So I'm using £30 because that's how much they are here. But I'm so grateful for it because I would not be spending €30 every single month just to watch a premium live event. I wouldn't do that. And because of Netflix, we get to watch Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all the premium live events, all the backlog for free. So I'm so grateful for that. So I just wanted to mention that because that is obviously a major part of 2025, the WWE and Netflix deal. Another major part of 2025 was the WWE and ESPN deal. But obviously that doesn't affect me because I don't have ESPN here in the UK. So yeah, something massive that happened there. So the WWE and Netflix deal. What an amazing, amazing thing. So thank you, Netflix. Thank you, WWE. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about in today's video are the retirement matches. So we had two superstars that retired in 2025. Obviously, you see the first one there in front of you. WWE legend Goldberg had his retirement match on July 12th at Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, Georgia, losing to Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, he lost the match. Gunther, he's probably the most hated man in the WWE right now. But yeah, thank you, Goldberg, for an incredible career, which, by the way, they cut off his retirement speech, which was just, I don't know, it was insane. Everyone was laughing at it. Gunther probably wasn't laughing at it. Sorry, why am I saying Gunther? Gunther was probably laughing, but Goldberg wasn't. So, yeah, great career for Goldberg, but obviously you have to retire at some stage, so Goldberg retiring against Gunther. And now the last thing we are going to talk about today is the retirement of John Cena. What an incredible career John Cena has had, and one of the most recent things that has happened in 2025. Something that, didn't conclude the year, but it happened in December, so near the end of the year. So obviously John Cena is the greatest of all time in the WWE, known for his unmatched work ethic, charisma, and record-breaking 17-time championship reigns. From carrying the company for over 2 years to delivering iconic matches, promos, and even becoming a Grand Slam champion, Cena truly earned his GOAT status. Cena, obviously, and Goldberg both retired, so thank you to both of them. Absolute amazing legends. Their legacy will always reign in the WWE. But yeah, guys, that's all I really got for you in today's video. That is the end of my 2025 WWE review. The next time I do a year review will be at the end of 2026. So hopefully 2026 will be a good year, not just for the WWE, but for everyone watching this video here today. I don't know if this is my last video before the year ends. Today's recording is the 24th, so tomorrow is actually Christmas, so happy Christmas. So either I'll have a video come out next Wednesday, which is the 31st, or after that, which is 2026. So either way, happy holidays, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today's video, for watching my videos throughout this entire year. Happy holidays. Holidays, did I say that? I meant to say holidays. Happy holidays, and I wish everyone a good happy new year. So thanks for watching today's video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on 2025 down in the comment section below, and until then, remember to always stay tribal.